Leave it to Mother Nature to have the ultimate say on how our weather goes on a day when we were expecting the heat and humidity to hold back for another day. She had other ideas in mind, so even though we had partly cloudy skies this morning and then turning mostly sunny from indigo sky outside of Seneca, Missouri, the temperatures wasted no time warming back up once again. After we had a nice day the other day, mid-80s for highs with low humidity. We dropped back into the lower 60s and pushed upper 80s to near 90. And with that humidity back in play, it certainly felt like we were in the mid to upper 90s across the area. So definitely felt like summer once again today. At least we're looking okay right now at 9/11 on this Wednesday evening from 7th and Rangeline. 81 in Joplin, feels like 84 with that dew point still right up there at 70 degrees. Outside of the Joplin city limits, we have a bunch of us in the lower to middle 80s still at the top of the 9 o'clock hour, but you factor in the humidity, it makes it feel like we're still at 90 in Columbus, 92 Chanute, 89 in Miami. So it's still warm and muggy, but we're going to try and drop back into the mid 70s overnight before we heat up again for your Thursday. Not a lot of action throughout the course of the day, but you don't have to venture too far to the northwest to see still thunderstorms trying to get their act together across northern and western parts of Nebraska. But it's this eventual complex that's forming ahead of a dry line in Nebraska. It's going to ride along our advancing warm front and try to clip us as we go into tomorrow morning. But I'm still keeping an eye on not just the cold front to the north that'll give us a better shot for rain by the time the weekend gets here, but a series of waves running along the upper level ridge that's trying to build back in. The ridge itself will keep us hot and humid for a few days before we finally see another break from the summer heat and humidity. I don't think we have anything to worry about for the rest of the night and into tomorrow morning. We'll have partly cloudy skies ahead of that advancing complex of thunderstorms. Otherwise, it's going to be kind of muggy and very mild with lows starting out in the mid 70s. Now here's 10 o'clock. The future track suggesting that this decaying complex of storms will hold together in some fashion as it works in the Missouri, and it wants to try and clip us on the Missouri side as we go around lunchtime into the early afternoon. But still, any outflow we get from that batch of storms, I wouldn't be surprised if that resulted in an isolated thunderstorm or two during the afternoon. But regardless of how tomorrow plays out, I think it's going to be another hot and humid day. 74 in the morning, 87 by noon, highs near 93. Looking beyond tomorrow afternoon, though, we could have another complex of storms clip us Friday morning, and then additional scattered storms for Friday afternoon. But still, that keeps us hot and humid with temperatures pushing back to 94 after a warm start at 77 in the morning. But remember that cold front up north? Look at what it does Saturday and into early next week. Not only does it ramp up our rain and thunderstorm chances for Saturday and Sunday, it will thankfully give us another break in the heat. 85 on Saturday, 81 on Sunday, staying mainly in the lower to middle 80s going into early next week, Jordan.
Are you usually this close to me, Nick Kelly, at the desk?
Is that a problem?
Well, no, I just don't think the